In a professional career that spanned more than 45 years, David Carradine has been in more than 110 films, 32 plays, 27 television movies, and probably most remember him as playing the role of Kane in Kung Fu. David has a brand new movie coming out, which will be opening here in our area, and it is called The Golden Boys. David, thanks for joining us this morning.
You bet.
David, we'll get to The Golden Boys in just a second because it sounds like a fun, wholesome movie for adults, which I'm excited about. But first, the role of a Kane in Kung Fu, I'm sure through the years that's what people most remember you for. And for a time, did you try to distance yourself from that role?
Well, when I left this show, the show was never actually canceled. I just walked off of it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, time to get on and do something else, and I didn't figure I'd have anything to do with it or martial arts ever again. But it just didn't turn out that way.
Yeah, you wound up doing.
In the first place, I got obsessed with the whole martial arts thing, right. And which it was a surprise to me and a surprise to my kung fu master when I showed up. Decided I wanted to take classes, but eventually I kind of embraced the whole idea. And I realized I'm never going to get rid of this thing, so I might as well, feel good about it.
Sure, and might as well feel good about it and have some fun with it too. With the Yellow Book commercials, now you've kind of brought it back.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised how many people now don't call me Grasshopper in the street; they call me Bill.
Is that right?
Yeah. Well, there's a whole new generation there that never saw the old kung fu.
Right, I guess so. Tell me about the brand new movie, also starring Bruce Dern and Mariel Hemingway, and it sounds like a fun movie.
Well, Rip Torn.
Oh yeah, Rip Torn too. Charles Durning, can't forget any of those.
John Savage, actually Julie Harris, who goes all the way back to James Dean movies, actually had a little cameo in it as well.
Mm-hmm. And tell me about the premise of it. It's going to be opening October 31st here at the Regal Shadowwood 16th Theater in Boca Raton.
Yeah, I wish I could be there. The premise of it. These three old farts, they're sea captains. Two of them are retired, and one of them's still working at it, and they all live in his house, and they're terrible cooks and terrible housekeepers, and they decide somebody needs a wife. Nobody really wants to get married, so they have to toss coins to find out who it is that's going to have to get married.
Mm-hmm.
And then they put an ad in the paper, and this absolute dish shows up, and everything gets pretty hot from there. It's really interesting, because this is not the premiere of this picture. It's been tested a few places, and I was kind of surprised at the. Because it breaks house records and stuff like that. And I wanted, who are these people that are coming to see this thing?
Right. There's not a lot of movies that are wholesome entertainment for adults. Usually when you get that kind of a description, it's for younger people. But this doesn't have the violence, it doesn't have the language, does it? And so it's the kind of movie that adults can go to if that's the kind of entertainment they're looking for.
Yeah, it's a love story for old people. It's funny, man. It's romantic. It's funny as hell, actually.
Can I ask you a really dumb question, David? And I apologize for this. You said
okay,
people
can I
don't
give you a really dumb answer?
That's okay. It works for me. You said people don't call you Grasshopper anymore. They call you Bill. Why Bill? Yeah.
Well, Kill Bill.
Oh, from Kill Bill, of course.
Yeah.
Gee whiz.
Right. See, your younger generation, everybody's seen Kill Bill.
Sure.
And not,
not us old farts.
It's just us. The guys that want to go to the Golden Boys that want to. Listen, one thing that I kind of wanted to point out to the people that might be listening here is that, the point of opening in Boca is that we're trying to see if there really is a market for this kind of film, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wholesome. I think they're overdoing the wholesome because it's a hot picture, but this kind of picture that appeals to people who are over 16, let's say. And the thing is that if we get a big turnout this weekend, then you can send a message to Hollywood, and maybe we won't see so many things about a wild party while the parents are gone or something like that.
Right. All the kind of things we've become used to these days, and that sell in Hollywood, I guess.
Well, I don't know if you were, I mean, I'm old enough, and also, I'm enough of a movie buff to know about like Frank Capra's movies and John Ford's movies and stuff like that, and that was really adult entertainment. There isn't a whole lot of that. Not to say that I don't like a lot of what's around, like the Bourne Supremacy and all those things. If they make another one, I'm definitely going to be there the first day.
Sure.
And The Dark Knight and all that stuff.
Right.
Even Harry Potter. But I would like it if somebody make movies about guys like me.
Sure.
And the only guy that seems to be doing it, aside from me and Dan Adams, the director of this thing, is Clint Eastwood.
Well, those movies have certainly done very well. Hey, David, thank you so much for joining us. Again, the name of the movie is The Golden Boys, and it will open exclusively at the Regal Shadowwood 16th Theater in Boca Raton this Friday on October 31st. David, thanks so much.
Right, you bet. Take care.